What is up, everybody? My name is Dane Thompson, and welcome back to a very special episode of BurnDown. So today I have something very special for you, courtesy of Warr Performance and Matt Happel over at Sloppy Mechanics. So they actually sent this to Matt Happel. He turned around and asked me if it was something that I could use, considering he was actually working with a different style of throttle body. And I said, hell yeah, brother, send that thing on over. We will make do, and I will give it a proper review. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This is a 92mm Bouble Gum Pink throttle body without vent tube. And this is a drive-by cable style throttle body. Matt happens to be working with the drive-by wire application. So this will work perfectly on my motor that I have behind me in the Maliboom. Also, quick side note, it is a 4-bolt and not the typical 3-bolt. So let's open this bad boy up. We'll kind of go through what's in the box, then we'll slap it on here and maybe take it for a test drive, see how it works. All right, here we go. This is the packaging that it comes in. It's a 92mm without the vent tube. There's the part number for anybody interested. Warr Performance, and then this is their website, which I really feel should be big on here because they've got everything else rock and roll, but they are local kind of to me. I'm in Southern California, they're up north a bit, but they make all kinds of other components as well, not just throttle bodies. But let's check out what comes in the box. So it's nicely packaged in here. Looks like we've got a bit of hardware. This is probably to mount the throttle body itself. It's a 4-bolt, and then I'm assuming these are going to be for the sensors that need to go in. And bam, there it is. There is our Bouble Gum Pink Warr Performance throttle body. This thing looks very nice. Quality of it, got the bearing in there. Machining looks good. No big burrs or chunks or anything hanging out. Powder coating is nice. Nothing's, you know, anywhere it shouldn't be. We got a nice little chunky end piece on here too, with a big throttle return spring, so that's always important. So, looks killer. Let's go ahead and throw this thing on the car and see how we go. Alright, as you can see, I have a Holley setup with an elbow, and then it is a 4-bolt throttle body, and this is a UMI that I purchased used off a buddy of mine, and I got it because it was what was available and I needed to get rolling, and I'm actually glad to be changing that thing out. So we'll pull this off of here and we'll get rolling. I don't know the size on this one, but I guess we'll find out. We can compare as soon as we get this turned off. All right, so first things first, unplug our sensors. I believe that's IAC, bam, TPS, see you later, alligator. And then we gotta get the throttle cable out of here. I can't do that one-handed, so let me bust that loose. Then we'll go ahead and take the coupler off, 4 bolts, transfer everything, we'll compare these two, and then put the new one on.
So you know what? So I need to drag it first. So over here.
On this bad boy here, right there, you can see, obviously can't really get to it, so I gotta take this out before I can get that bolt, and then we'll pull the rest of those. So I'll pull this off now, take that off, and then we'll get rolling. All right, hold on, grab it. Hold on. Pull toward you. Woo! Get it. You do another one?
Yeah.
Ah, thanks, buddy. All right, now with that out of the way, we can get to these, which I believe are 8. Guy down there. Last but not least, all right, we'll loosen all these up. All right, so here they are side by side. You can see the difference in the size, and then this thing is pretty awesome. So there is a plastic plug in there. Somebody put a hole in there, and I couldn't get it to idle, so they stuffed that plug in there. That's how it's been running ever since. So the difference between the two, you know, fit and finish on that versus this one. So this is gonna look much nicer. It doesn't have the vent tube on it. The arm on the side, much nicer. Yeah, and just overall, this seems to be a much better product. And I know this is a bit older throttle body, and like I said, it got me by, but it is time for an upgrade. Oh, here's on the back. Yeah, so cool. We'll switch the sensors over to this one. We'll put this on the car. All right, so I'm going to use the supplied hardware that they sent. Little star pattern, that's normal. Let me go see if I got the tool for this guy. I should have this in my box. And then I will put the sensors on here, and then we'll actually use these guys, which should work. Oh, look at that, fancy. You're gonna have to have a Torx to use the hardware that they sent you. If not, you're gonna have to get hardware or get Torx in order to make it happen. That's what she looks like with the sensors on it. Looks killer. Wish my sensors were new now that my throttle body is slick, but we use the provided hardware. I'll find the right Allen. We'll bolt this down, and then we'll get rock and rolling. That stuff is on. Look at that, plugs in like magic. Bada boom, bada bing. We're all hooked up, looking killer. And if you had a standard clip method, obviously that would go right on. Mine was kind of conducive, I think, to what I had on there. So we're gonna have to look at this, play with it for a minute, but we'll see if we can't figure that out. All right, well, we are back after a short intermission, and the bracket that I had on here for the other throttle body was too far to the right. So then here I am making a bracket too, but that's all part of having a custom rig like this. It's really nothing to do with the throttle body, more to do with the layout of the vehicle. But here we go. We got this bad boy on here. Just made a quick little L bracket, which I should have probably done that with the other one, so at least it looks a little bit better. And then I got my new little bicycle cable in here, hooked up to the throttle pedal. Everything is awesome. So, there she is. One more quick thing. We got to set the TPS, and I happen to have a Holley Terminator X. So I'll go through the TPS wizard, which will calibrate the TPS. It should show us where that is. As soon as everything's good, fire it up, see what kind of magic we actually have. I still have all my stuff in here from zip tie, but never mind that. We are doing important things. So, wizards, TPS auto set, make sure ignition is on, engine is not started. Start, slowly press it twice. So, 1, 2. Successful. Click done. And let's see if we can find this. All right, we'll just hit the key and see what happens. So let me find the actual TPS sensor on the screen so I can modulate the throttle and we can double check that we're getting 100% throw since I put a new cable and everything in, and we just did the wizard. But if all that is successful, we will shut the hood, make sure we don't have any tools or anything left underneath them. I gotta put some air in the tires because they're still low from racing last weekend. And you and I will go around the block real quick, see how she works. Gauge. We'll just go digital, that way. Easy peasy. TPS, there you go. Digital, my man, there he is. Save it. 99.99% of fun. You let off. 50, 20, 0, 0, 100. Alright, we're good. Alright, well, that is it for the Warr Performance throttle body install. The fit and finish is awesome. The complications I had were just because I had some janky stuff to begin with. No harm or foul on their part. And as a matter of fact, this thing is much nicer. The pedal feel, the way it articulates, it actually kind of drives like a different car. And I'm not just saying that because it has some pedal at the bottom, if that makes sense. It didn't have it with that straight arm because this is like a progressive. I can kind of give it gas and I can feel it, especially when I jumped on the freeway. And then now, the other thing too is I got 100% throttle. Not that it matters. I was like, I don't know, maybe 5% or so off. But now I know it goes to 100 and this monster is eating. It felt great. We will put this on the dyno again at some point. I think I need to do an injector change, but maybe for fun I can take the injectors to the dyno and we can just dyno it with just this on there just to see if there's any sort of difference. I don't know if there is or not, but that might be a fun one. But anyway, as far as fit and finish, Warr Performance, you guys knocked it out of the park. I will definitely purchase another one when I have another project. Granted, I have one, so I don't really need one, but I do have another project. And you know what? You never know. So if you guys like this, like, subscribe, share. Please check out Warr Performance, Sloppy Mechanics, Matt Happel. You were the man. Thank you very much. I'm out. I'm Dane Thompson. If you don't have a Warr throttle body in your car, then fuck you. I almost need to do it like an accent because I feel like an asshole. I said I feel like an asshole.